I love this beanbag. Okay. Hi. So, real quick, I want to give a shout out to SumoLounge because they are the people that sent me that. It is honestly the biggest beanbag chair, not only that I've ever owned, but the biggest one I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly, if you don't have one of these, I feel like you're just missing out because they are just so awesome. There are gonna be so many cuddles in that thing, it is ridiculous. I don't know when you're seeing this video, but if you wanna get one of those, they're doing a huge sale on their site right now. I'll put a link in the description down below. So I wanna say thank you to SumoLounge for sending me one of these, and with that being said, let's get into the video. Honestly, it was like the most wild, emotional roller coaster. It was bad luck, then good luck, and then worse luck, and then even better luck. It was just like
a wave.
Yeah, kinda, pretty much. Not at all, but you tried. First of all, I don't know why I do this. I always get these flights that are like early in the morning, like 8 a.m., but I get them like a month in advance, and I was thinking my flight, because my flight was at 8 a.m. and it gets in at 11. After I get the flight though, I'm just thinking for the rest of the month, oh yeah, flight's at 11, just gotta be there by like 10, I'm good. And then I check into my flight the night before, and I realize, oh shit, I gotta be up at like 5 in the morning. So, I mean, what time did I go to bed? I mean, I didn't finish packing, and like, I'm going through my entire wardrobe, can't find a damn thing to wear, and then I finally find outfits to have, and then I have like 20 outfits. My bag is packed to the brim. Finally, finished packing, got everything together. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I went to bed probably around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. Yeah, so you know, wake up, it's 5 a.m. It's like still dark out. I get my Uber, go to the airport, no problems there. That's a miracle. Go on the plane, pretty much sleep the entire ride. In fact, there was someone who was gonna be in the middle seat and they weren't in the middle seat. I was like, wow, maybe this is gonna be, yeah, they like got up from their middle seat and went a row back. I was like, maybe this is gonna be like a lucky trip and nothing bad is gonna happen. So I fly in, I land in Tampa, never been here before. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. But I had to take like an hour-and-a-half bus ride from Tampa to Orlando. And I'm thinking, all right, no big deal. I'll take like a super shuttle or something. It'll be like $25. I go down, I find the super shuttle stand. I'm like, hey, how much is it gonna be? $25, $30? She opens a little booklet, and like I could tell by like the smirk on her face that like me assuming it was gonna be something that wasn't 3 digits was hilarious. Cause you know, she pulls out the book, she's like, let's just check this out. And then she like takes her little finger, tracks it along the line, and she's like, ooh, I don't think it's 25. I mean, if you had a 0 on the end, then you're a little bit warmer. I look at this fucking number, it was like $230.
What? You literally buy a plane ticket for that.
That's the flight, that's how much it costs for me to get a one-way ticket from LAX to Philadelphia.
I know.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Bus ride.
So after that, I was like, what do I do? And she's like, honey, don't worry, I got you. And she gave me this phone number and she told me 3 questions to ask, and then I was gonna have all the information I needed to get on a different bus, and it was only gonna cost me like $60. I was like, that's awesome. She was like, one of the questions, I was like, you know, call and find out the next 2 times that, you know, there is going to be a bus going from Tampa to Orlando. I was like, okay, I'll make the call. I called, talking to them. I'm like, hey, when are the next 2 times? Because at this point, I think it was like 11 o'clock or 11:30-ish. And you know, if it was gonna be at like 12:30, then I had no problem getting there. I was gonna have plenty of time. But if it was at like 12, I was gonna have to like book it. So I call, I'm like, hey, what time's the next bus? And they're like, let me check, okay? And then they, you know, they look down the booklet, they open the booklet. I could tell she was smirking because I was expecting it to be at like noon. And she was like, it's gonna be at 10 p.m. But I was like, so I'm gonna have to sit here for 11 hours, basically, just like chilling, doing nothing. I was like, all right, what do I do? So I called Victoria. I was like, Victoria, what do I do? And you know, she finds a Greyhound, and then all of those were at like 9 and 10 p.m. Then she found a Red Coach, or I think that's what it's called, Red Coach, I don't even know. And then that wasn't good for some reason. And then we found one bus. There was one bus left. It was a mega bus. This was the last resort. It's the last bus we had. Go on the site, check it out. There's one leaving. It was at 11:45. That's when it was supposed to leave. I remember this because it was 11:30 when I was on the phone finding this out with her, and I was like, okay, wait, it's at 11:45. Where's it leaving from? I get the address. I run to this guy. I'm like, get me a taxi to that spot now. And then I asked him, how far away is it? And of course, how far away is it? 15 minutes, literally. It's 11:30. and I have to be there in exactly 15 minutes. God forbid there's a minute's worth of traffic. So I hop in this taxi. I'm like, yo, let's after that bus. So I hop in this taxi. We start driving there. I'm still on the phone with Victoria the whole time, and she's telling me how to like, she's sending me like the link to book the bus, because you're not allowed to just buy it there. You're not allowed to just pay for it in cash. You have to pay for it online. Yeah, you have to reserve your spot. So I try and reserve it online. Can't do it. So after I can't do it online, I'm like, all right, I'll just call the place and talk with a human. I'm like, hey, I want to book a bus from Tampa to Orlando. When's the next one available? And I know in my head the answer is at 11:45. And you know what she fucking says? She goes 10 p.m. I swear to God.
Oh no.
She goes, it's gonna be at 10. I'm like, what do you mean I literally know for a fact there's one at 11:45. Now I'm calling her at 11:40. Okay, it's like 10 minutes into the taxi. We're like 5 minutes away, and she's like, yeah, it's too late. You have to be there 15 minutes early. And you're not 15 minutes early, so you snooze, you lose. And so I'm sitting here like, so you're telling me I can't get on this bus that gets here at 11:45? She's like, that's correct. And I was like, you, ma'am, don't know who the fuck you're talking to. And I was like, I have a unique set of skills, okay? They're not the most useful skills, but I know how to do one thing. I was like, there's one thing I know how to do. Finesse. And so, I hang up the phone, I'm like, stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. Taxi pulls up. We get there, I see the bus, I start running towards the bus with my fucking bag and my other bag right there. It's like 100 pounds, I look like an idiot. And I get there, and it's not the bus going to Orlando. And now I'm thinking, great, I just missed my bus, and now I'm gonna have to wait 10 hours. And I took a taxi somewhere that isn't gonna have a bus, because the other bus is leaving from like a different location or something. I don't know. It's just so much shit was going on. So I'm standing there, and I asked someone, I'm like, hey, where you going? They're like, I'm going to Orlando. I'm like, jackpot, the bus is late. So it's 11:45, bus is late. I'm asking other people how they got their ticket. Everyone got it the exact same way. Everyone got it online. And I said to one guy, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just give the guy cash. Maybe he'll hook me up. They're like, yeah, they're not allowed to do that. I'm like, great. The bus finally pulls up. By the way, the bus pulled up at 12:20. Like, it was like 30 minutes late, ridiculously late.
Why are you like that?
I don't know, but I'm just very happy that happened. Anyway, so the bus pulls up, everyone's in line, everyone's forming a single file line. I get to the very back. I'm just getting in my zone. I'm trying to get, ready. I'm gonna be like, all right, we gotta pull some strings here, you know what I'm saying? So I get in the back of the line, I'm getting ready, I'm like trying to like pump myself up. So everyone goes through a line, I'm the last one, I'm like, my man, how you doing? I'm like acting like me and him, long lost best friends, haven't seen this guy in years. The guy doesn't know me at all. And I'm like, so here's the thing, check this out. I missed my bus. It's crazy. I'm acting like I just missed a bus from like 5 minutes ago or something, right? I'm like, missed my bus. I don't know what to do. I'm stranded here. I have no way to get back home. Man, if you could help me out, is there anything I could do? And so this guy's looking at me, and I know he's about to say no. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I know you want to say no. The thing is, I literally have other people at this hotel waiting for me to check them in. Otherwise, they're going to be homeless too tonight because there's not another bus until tomorrow. And so it's not just me. It's not just my life at stake. It's these other people's lives. And I could just tell this guy was like, alright, I feel bad. You've gotten guilt out of me, basically. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, how much is the bus ticket typically? And he's like, for this one specifically, it's like $15, $20 usually. And I was like, oh wow, that'd be crazy if I were to just drop this $20 bill. And I thought at that point, I was like, oh my god, it's finally over. So we get to our destination, I call an Uber, I'm like, let's get out of here. I get to the World Marriott Hotel, I am in Orlando, I am at my hotel. What could possibly go wrong now? Well, I check into my room. So far, everything's so good. I got a hotel room. I start walking towards my hotel room. So as I'm walking to my room, I do one of those pat downs when you check, make sure you have like your wallet and your phone, and I patted my phone pocket, and my phone wasn't there. I left my phone in my Uber driver. I left my phone in my Uber driver's car. So now, I gotta ask one of the security guards if I can borrow their phone. I start calling my phone. I go on the Find My iPhone app. I'm bringing my phone. I'm going on Uber Help, and I'm like trying to contact my driver through like 3 different phones. Finally, after like 30 minutes of like pure stress, my fear was that he was gonna have another ride that he was gonna have to pick up, and then someone was gonna like steal my phone, and that was gonna be like the cherry on top of all the bad luck. So he finally calls me. He doesn't even call me. He calls like one of the security guards. I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, I left my phone in your back seat. He looks in the back. My phone isn't there. No, I'm just kidding. It was there. Thank God, because I asked him, I'm like, dude, you're probably like an hour away. Turns out, He's literally right in front of the lobby because he had other people that he was picking up from Playlist Live. But then I got my phone, I went up to my room, and now, I don't know what's going to happen after I turn off the camera, but if something bad happens, you would definitely be filled in. But anyway, guys, if you were stressed at all throughout watching this video, and if you watched all the way to the end, congratulations! Feel free to smash that thumbs up button down below to reward yourself for making it all the way to the end and being as stressed as I was. And if this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face or my hair that keeps falling my face, feel free to subscribe because I make videos like this every single week. And guys, that is really all I've got to say on it, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next Monday. Peace.